on mute on my end, but I want to welcome you guys to the live tonight. As tonight is not my usual live night, but it is breaking news and it is news that is worth us talking about. That way we can share information with families and bring awareness to certain things which is happening today in Haiti. As of today, guys, we saw a mass amount of people, guys, getting turned around, a mass amount of people being disappointed at the airport today who were awaiting flights to head out to Nicaragua. Now, I know there's a lot of opinions on this, right? And I'm going to share the link, share the live. So if anybody would like to come in, that they may do so. But from the little information I've gathered, we've had about 268 flights which has left from Haiti to Nicaragua, equaling about a total of 31,000 Haitians which have fled Haiti to Nicaragua and from Nicaragua in hopes of finding a better life, guys. So you may have a different opinion or a different perspective about what's happening, especially with mass migration. But then I want you guys to keep in mind some of the problems that a lot of our Haitian people face, which leads them to make decisions to want to leave the country. So I'm going to share a quick video with you guys, and I encourage you all to please share the live. Moun mwen yo salye tout pour nous partager live lan pendant nous ap entrer dans live lan parce que mwen connais que ça c'est nouvelle pa nous gen penan nous qui gen doit aptan nou moun ou m'konne gen penan nous qui gen doit même mettre corps à terre pour aider ou moun pendant jodi a nous connais gen un pile haïtien qui vraiment chagrin. Avant nous vraiment continuer live là, on va commencer avec une vidéo guys pour show you guys.
C'est avion qui est embarqué, donc yo seulement fait moun yo descendre avion et yo pas aucune explication.
Voilà, amis internautes, j'ai que nous constaté là et nous connaissons nous-mêmes temps déposé. Et puis, ce côté information lui-même, li a évolué, nous décréter la permanence pour nous fournir, garder pour nous-mêmes, pour nous capables permettre de vivre comment, eh bien, situation lui-même y a déroulé. Déjà, gens que nous constaté là, nous trouvons nous dans l'aéroport tout Saint-Louverture. Côté un pile monde qui t'a pas voyager, les amis internautes, nous on a parlé là et une décision gouvernement lui-même lui annoncé. Côté demandé pour camper, eh bien, tout vol qui t'a fait, j'ai que nous constaté là, tout ça c'est monde qui te gagne pour voyager jeudi là, eh bien non on a parlé là nous capable de situation qui paraît vraiment compliqué pour monde ça côté yo annuler voyage ça eh bien monde ça même yo déjà massé dans aéroport tout Saint-Louverture on attend quelques citoyens dans micro temps décauser amis internautes
avion qui est embarqué donc c'est avion qui est embarqué donc yo seulement fait moun yo descendre avion et yo pas aucune explication donc moi ça pas gain sens donc si nous même encore l'état créer insécurité. L'État crée insécurité. Donc si c'est créer insécurité, moun yo a lutter pour sauver tête yo. D'ailleurs, moun yo gen droit à la vie. OK? Bon Dieu non ciel fait 4 saisons, on toujours dit. Donc si ou même ou pas ka vivre dans été, ou vivre dans automne, si ou pas ka vivre dans automne, ou vivre dans hiver, c'est-à-dire si ou pas ka vivre bien dans le pays d'Haïti, ou choisir côté cabo pour. Donc c'est droit citoyen pour déplacer. Donc on pas connaît au juste qui ça qui pousse l'État haïtien pour une telle décision, mais toutefois ça a choqué, il choqué tout le monde en dedans pour qu'à remarquer ça sur le visage.
Ils sont souhaités eux-mêmes.
Bon, comme étant donné notre côté gouvernement dit, mais raison que fait le camper, il camper voilà. Toutefois, je souhaité gouvernement expliquer qui ça le fait au juste, pour qui ça le camper voilà. Donc, est-ce que son protection, il y a des citoyens et puis il camper voilà. Dans le cas contraire, que mon yo continue à partir. Donc, parce que pas gagner nèg yo pas de volonté pour faire ça. Il pas de volonté pour faire pays vrai. Ou nous ca remarquer ça monsieur. Qui nous l'état haïtien prend une décision pour dire que ça moun Tibois, moun Matissan, moun Canaran, moun Croix des Bouquets, tout monde ça c'est moun qui a sauvé tête yo. Mais je dis là mais pas grand sérieux. Nèg yo pas bail la sécurité, c'est normal pour choisir sauver tête. Donc moi-même, pour l'état haïtien, tourner sur décision côté que moun yo ka voyager libre et libère, yo sauver tête yo. Donc c'est ça. Même encore, j'ai dit ça tout à l'heure, on pas là pour te voyager. Agent surtout faut que tu contrôle yo. agence yo ou pas qu'à on bon agence pas qu'à lever un bon matin pour décision pour côté. Donc par exemple, moun pa mi yo me dit yo gen 15 jours là qui côté sorti Jacques Mel alors que les agents sont venus, ils disent nous ne pas voyager dans juste là. Ils sont venus l'autre fois encore, malheureusement. Ils sont venus l'autre fois encore, malheureusement, et au final, c'est l'État haïtien qui vient bloquer tout le bagage. Donc, nous, nous là, par contre, qui ça va faire? Vous imaginez, il y a des gens qui allent, qui vont caillou, qui vont machine, qui vont terre, qui vont tout ça pour être capable de sauver tête. Kounya ou dit qui côté au aller? Il y a des gens qui rencontrent la question haïtien, ils campé là dans ligne, ils dormi là. Yo pas qu'à déplacer et pourtant kounya ou fin dire c'est fini. Donc c'est grave. Donc vous trouvez ça c'est anormal. Vous trouvez c'est anormal. Nous moun doit l'État doit retourner sur décision, OK? Il doit retourner sur décision dans l'idée pour protéger la population. C'est ça en gros. Merci beaucoup. C'est
une décision bandit. C'est purement bandit. C'est purement crucial lié. Parce qu'un gouvernement qui a presque 3 ans son pouvoir, il n'a pas aucun plan de développement, il n'a pas fait absolument rien. Bandit de tous côtés. Vous comprenez mes doigts? C'est-à-dire que.
Wow, guys, I wanted to show you guys some of what's happening from another YouTuber that posts the recent event who was there live. So we have all of these people, guys, at the Haitian airport who was waiting and had already planned to head out to Nicaragua and have already paid thousands of dollars for their flights. But as you study and really look into this situation, this is a situation where many Haitians have been used and that have been used due to the situation within our country. And I dropped the link, guys, and I have somebody here that's backstage. So hold on 1 second, guys. Let me bring them in. Hello, are you there?
I'm here.
How's it going? How's it going? I just want to let you know that I know you are back here, and I'll be bringing you on in a few, okay?
All right. My feelings are hurt, but we're okay.
All right. All right. So, guys, as I was mentioning, Haitians are paying thousands to flee poverty because the honest truth is a lot of Haitians are living in poverty, and a lot of Haitians have been displaced out of their own homes because recently I had to take in 14, 15 people into my own house because they were displaced by gang activities. So now Haitian people have been trying to find a way to start living their life, guys, because for many Haitians, life has been really, really hard in Haiti. Now, I always say this, that as soon as Haitian people start doing something, then it's like it makes headline news and it stops. Let's use for an example, Mexicans been crossing the border for many, many years in Texas, going back to the United States. It made news, but we saw how the tension became really, really high when Haitians started doing it. So being on the ground in Haiti, I have heard about people crossing over and have even been somewhat offered, you could leave Haiti doing this and that by going through Nicaragua, and this is the price. And what gets me also is the price that many Haitian people have had to pay to be taken out of Haiti. Some of these Haitian people, guys, have paid $3,000 to even $15,000 based on how many people are traveling at one time from a family. So at a minimum, you're paying just for the flight to Nicaragua from Haiti. They're asking between $3,000 to $5,000 for that ticket to go to Nicaragua. Why is it that many Haitians are heading out to Nicaragua? Many Haitians are heading there because we are able to just purchase a ticket and head to Nicaragua without a visa, which makes it you pretty much skip all of the problems, the issues. We're going through immigration. We're going through these travel agencies that sometimes monopolize, lie, and up their prices. So now you can just get on the internet, find whatever, and just buy the ticket and go. Well, Nicaragua, guys, from what I've been studying, which is not really a U.S. friendly place, but they have a very good position right there at the Gulf. They pretty much have set the rules, guys, in their favor and somewhat in opposition of the United States. And I want to say, even though this route is a blessing to many Haitians, it is also a blessing to the Nicaraguan government, because I'm pretty sure they're making a ton of money, especially from Venezuelans, from Cubans, and as well as Haitians. So let's bring in our guests, guys, before I get all the way into the show. Hello, how's it going, Stallion?
I was doing good. I was going to cam up. I just got done working out, so we're not going to go camera tonight.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for joining. And tonight we have breaking news about the massive migration of Haitians traveling from Haiti to Nicaragua to escape the gang violence, to escape the poverty. And today we're seeing a lot of people, a minimum at least between 200 to 300 people who are expecting to fly out of Haiti. All of a sudden, it has been abruptly stopped. The Haitian government just said they were no longer allowing Haitians to travel to Nicaragua. I want to know exactly, what do you think that's behind that?
Well, is it the Haitian government preventing it, or is it the Nicaraguan government not accepting them?
It is not the Nicaraguan government. It is the Haitian government that have stopped the migration, the flights from Haiti to Nicaragua.
Okay, well, let me give what I think it is, my opinion, and of course, it's my opinion only. Now, I know about Nicaragua because I got a personal friend that lives in Bluefield, so I know enough about Nicaragua to make me dangerous. And one of the things with Daniel Ortega is the president of the country. Currently, he's probably going to be in there for life because they don't run under a democracy, but that's another issue. But in any event, the United States has a lot of sanctions on Nicaragua. And what he's done in return, he's letting everybody and anybody come in through as a transit through his country to cause havoc for the U.S. Okay, so I know that he's letting people. There's people coming in from I can't remember pronounce the name of the country. It's over in Africa, North Africa. Begins with an M, Martina or something like that. It's a country. It's close. It's in northern Africa. And basically, there's almost either there's a direct flight or there's a flight going there to Turkey and then Turkey to Nicaragua. And there's tons and tons of them coming in that way. And then, of course, they're making their way through, Central America up through Mexico. My suspect is that it's probably the U.S. has told the president of Haiti. He said, nah, we're done. We're done with that. Shut that down. And, there's probably some hush money that was given to them or some sort of promise, because if it is a Nicaraguan government, which they want them to come through there, if anything at all, to cause havoc to the U.S., then it's got to be employed by the United States. If the Haitian government says we're not going to let anybody go on any flights.
You actually went further, because one of the questions I was going to ask, why all of a sudden was these flights canceled? What was the motive behind it? Because If it is making the Nicaraguan government money, they're leaving out of Haiti. The Haitian government, they have to be making some sort of money too, because people are leaving out of Haiti. They're doing that, and I don't know, you went far. I'm speechless. And guys, we're on YouTube, so I have to be really, really mindful of what I say, because I feel the same way myself, that there had to be some underlying pressure there to stop the flights from Haiti to Nicaragua.
Yeah, I mean, well, yeah, the people in Haiti, the government is making money off of it, and yes, the Nicaraguan government is too. The Nicaraguan government is not so much worried about Haitians going through there, because that's really going to be a smaller amount. They're taking in literally any country that they can get a flight through at anywhere in the world. So they're making more money off of these other countries for migrants coming in. But it's a two-pronged process with him, because he's making money for their government or his pocket, and the other thing is he's creating havoc for the United States, because we have a lot of sanctions on Nicaragua. So he's making money on the front end, and he's creating havoc on the back end by letting these flights come in. So even though the Haitian government might be, some of the people at the top might be making money off of it, I think that the U.S. is either telling them there's going to be some sort of sanctions put on Haiti, or number two, they're offering them some hush money. Yeah, of course, it's not going to go to the people; it's probably going to go to the government. So that's my opinion. My take on it.
Are you able to hear me?
We can hear you now.
Okay. Can you tell us what some of the sanctions are from the U.S. on Nicaragua?
It's dealing with trade primarily. That they can't have access to some of the trade that other countries would have, at least their status. What was I going to say? I know one thing for sure, because like I said, I talked to this person off and on, and she's raised in Bluefields, lived there all her life. So I've talked to her over the years, and I know Nicaragua well enough talking to her about what's going on there. One thing that they do, it's not so much in the Caribbean coast, but there's a lot of expats that are living around Managua. There's another city called, I think it's Granada. It's like a suburb or south of Managua. There's a lot of expats and lived in that area. Well, what I found out, and I did a little digging, 40% of the expats are living there are wanted in the United States for different crimes. However, the president's not going to deport them, because as long as they're not causing any problems in the country, he's giving these individuals safe haven in Nicaragua. So just stuff like that. He's just like a thorn in the U.S.'s behind, per se.
Some of the sanctions per Google, guys. The United States has imposed numerous targeted sanctions, including asset blocking sanctions and visa restrictions on members of the Nicaraguan government, legislature, and judiciary, along with others determined to be responsible for undermining democracy and threatening stability in Nicaragua. Do you think that the Nicaraguan government, in a way, because of the Haitian people's situation, have taken advantage of the Haitian people also with this situation?
Yeah, they're taking advantage of anybody. I mean, it's not just Haitians. I mean, if you can get to Nicaragua, and they're basically opening it up. I mean, there's probably certain countries they're not, but if they're opening it up, if you can get in there, obviously they're getting paid, within the government in Nicaragua, but it's more of a pass through, because they know the vast majority of people don't want to live there. Nicaragua is the second poorest country, in the hemisphere, next to Haiti. So it isn't like it's a place
we're not poor. We're not poor. We're poorly governed.
Well,
but
yeah,
we're not a poor country, and Nicaragua is not poor either. because Nicaragua is full of resources. They're also poorly governed.
Right. Well, I'm talking about economics. I'm just talking about
Okay.
the economy, not about the resources or government. But nevertheless, those individuals are coming in from those different countries, including over in Africa. They're coming. They're not staying there. They're coming up north. The U.S. is the target.
Wow. Guys, Kiss Kea, how's it going? Let me give a shout out, guys, to some of my super chatters. And I want to thank you all all 71 who is watching. Please, who are watching, please give this live a like and please share the live and interact as I've shared the link. You can come in, guys, and share your opinion also with us. Thank you
Good
so
afternoon.
much, Mr. Raphael Gunday, for the $2 super chat. Mr. Raphael said this is pure evil. Ayelari is a monster. F him. We'll get back to that. We'll get back to that. Unanimous. Thank you so much for the 1999 super chat. Thank you so much for your continuous love and support of Life in Haiti. Thank you. Danny Saint, thank you so much for the $4.99 super chat. Thank you so much for the $4.99 super chat. Jean, how's it going? Thank you so much for the $1.49 super chat, $1.49.99, and also 99. Thank you so much, Jean. Thank each and every one of you guys who continue to support and show love while I am live. So let's welcome Keskia. How's it going?
Good afternoon, Miss Marie and
Yeah.
Life in Haiti.
Oh, good afternoon. How are you doing? This
Um,
is Jensini. I was just
yes,
checking your channel out.
yes, definitely. Can you all see me well?
Well, yeah. Can you see him, Stallion? Are you
Yeah,
guys able to see him?
I can see him. He's good.
Well,
Yes,
yes,
good.
I'm able to see you, and I want to welcome you to the live. How's it going?
It's going well. It's going great. I'm actually in Cap Haitien right now as we speak.
You
Yes,
going to the canal?
you know what? That's my goal. My goal is actually to go there, and hopefully, sometimes during the weekend, I may potentially get there. And
All
so
right.
I have been visiting different gardens and different individuals that have self-sustainable missions in Cap Haitien. And I mean, the people here, they are definitely up in spirit, and they have that survival mentality, self-sufficiency. Everyone is just do for self, also with the neighbor mentality as well. And so I've been having a great time here in Cap Haitien. So I
That's
actually read
awesome.
an article concerning the news
Mm-hmm.
this morning, and then when I was reading it, I saw they were charging upwards of $4,000 per ticket. I mean, that is hyperinflation to the max. And so, I mean, someone is pocketing a lot of the money. And of course, we know how jurisdictions work and so on and so forth with airlines. And so, I mean, I don't know all the details as far as the inner workings, as far as where the
Mm-hmm.
money is going specifically, but definitely there is some type of advantage taking place. And so, I mean, like I said, in those situations, the people seldom benefit because while they're escaping, hell, because that's how some Haitians put it here. Haiti, c'est l'enfer. I'm not saying it. That's what they're saying. I'm sure
Yes.
you know. So while they're escaping this atrocity, they're going to Nicaragua, and most likely they're going into the slums. They're not going into the healthy areas. And so, and of course, in those areas, you have gangs, you have abuse, and so on and so forth. And so, I mean, I don't know. There has to be a solution to the situation. Um, in my opinion, I don't think Haitians going to Nicaragua is the ultimate solution. While many of them may think that, because of course anything outside of Haiti is always look better, as you know, the
Mhm.
mentality. And so, but there has to be a viable solution to for Haiti to be self-sustained and self-sufficient, where the people can actually thrive and live a healthy life. And so, I guess that's my take on it for now. But thank you for allowing me to be on your stage, Miss Marie. It's a
Oh,
pleasure
you're
to be,
welcome.
to be here.
Thank you for coming. And guys, please check out his channel. He's also a Haitian YouTuber. Kiskea. I could not find you under that channel,
In fact, you can
but
find it now. You can find because I
because
just
you just changed it.
yes, I just changed it, but you can find it now because I've been uploading videos, and
Mm-hmm.
so but what I can do, I can send you a link,
Share it with
and
me.
maybe you can post the link as well. I've been vlogging about my journey in Cap Haitien. I've been enjoying
I got you. I
Boucanier.
got your message, but I've been really busy and been going through some things. But I said I was gonna. The name threw me off. I'm not gonna lie. If it
I
would have been
got you,
your original name, I would have rushed to it. But then
definitely.
I'm like, who's that telling me they're in Cap Haitian? So, but I'm glad that you came on with us. One of the another thing, I'm glad that you set all fears to the side and came and visit Haiti to show that love and support to the Haitian people, because we need more people to come and let their presence be known, and also to teach the people of Haiti, even though Haiti is going through what it is going through, it's not as bad as people think that things are in Haiti. The security issues is bad, but culturally, a lot of people, they do live. You have a level of peace in Haiti to an extent.
I do agree with that, and for the most part, having personal relationships in Haiti is very important. And I think that when you have those type of relationships, people help you to navigate. It's very community centered, community oriented, and of course, no matter where you at, I've lived in the U.S. for half of my life, or even more than half of my life. There's some place in Miami I'm not going if it's a certain time. In New York City, I'm not going to the Bronx at a certain time. It's just not happening. And so I think there's a level of insecurity in every country. It's about having awareness and also being connected to the grounds and having, like I said, personal relationships and knowing your local news and what is happening and where you should and where you should not go and the times you should be out. So I just want to put that out there because people would think Haiti is like the worst place to be in the whole world. Things happen everywhere. Los Angeles, it doesn't matter. Things happen. There is bad people in all places.
So before you leave, I'm gonna let you go, and we have Mr. Robert. We want to welcome you too, Mr. Robert. I'm gonna get to you in a minute, but you mentioned that you felt kiss. Okay. Well, welcome, Mr. Robert. Okay. Are you here? Okay. Okay.
Yes, I'm here.
So you mentioned that migrating is not the sole answer. Speaking to the Haitian mass, what do you think needs to be done? What do you think could be a good solution for what's happening for the Haitian people? Because the Haitian people are tired and they do need a solution.
Definitely. You know, Speaking to locals here, there are many who are solution oriented. And I think the solution is with what I would coin collective consciousness. Because right now, we cannot operate with individualism and egotism. There has to be a collective effort, and we have to, just like the canal, that's a collective consciousness. Everybody is in high spirits and making sure the country has an irrigation system that we're able to sustain with agriculture. So that means once we begin to have good agriculture, where the prices of food can get lowered because we have more more production going on, then we can begin to move away from the idea of a survivalist type of mentality. Because if the people are hungry, hunger is the one of the number one sources of crime, because you want to fend for food. And I think once we begin to have that under control, then we, of course, we can talk about having a system for education, having jobs where people industries. Recently I spoke to a couple that had a carpentry industry where they were making doors, they were selling different materials for building. And so that industry went down. They actually had a lot of employees working for them. But because of the situation in the country and egotism and politics, they were not able to continue with that business. And I think once we can get industries going, small businesses can begin to, have good funding to build the economy. I think that's one of the ways forward. But ultimately, I think the first one is the people must have sufficient food to be able to feed themselves and their families, and then we can go forward from there.
Thank you so much, my brother. You spoke a mouthful. I thank you for joining. If you'd like to stay, you may stay. I'm going to welcome Mr. Robert. But you guys, please check out Kiskea. Of everybody on the panel, he is the only one who is a YouTuber. Please check him out, guys. It is free to give that subscription. And as you all see, he is in Haiti. And look out for upcoming content from him.
It is Kiskea with an X, not an S.
Kiskea with the X, not a S.
Yes. Put it in the chat.
Thank you.
Put the link in the chat to the channel.
Definitely, we'll do that. Thank you.
Okay, share it with me, and I will do that. Or maybe my sister Arlene, one of my moderators that is watching, can check out his channel and post the link, because the moderators will be able to do that. So thank you so much, my brother, for coming in. So, hello, Mr. Robert. How's it going? Thank you for joining us on the panel. How's it going?
All is well. All is well. How are you?
All is well. I guess all is well. But then, it's always something in Haiti, and it's always painful. And I want to know what the world think, because I don't think people understand how many people this really affects.
Well, I'm going to say this. This is huge. And the reason I say it's huge is because, the gentleman earlier said something to the effect that maybe the United States government has something to do with stopping the flights from Nicaragua. And I wouldn't doubt that. But here in the United States, I'm in the United States. All the states, a lot of the states right now is faced with a lot of overcrowding. There's a lot of people coming over, not just from Haiti, but from the other countries that Biden opened the borders up to, Cuba, Nicaragua, and a few other countries. And a lot of the state governors right now are faced with the problem of trying to provide services for tens of thousands of people. It's really draining the resources. In fact, New York just built a huge, massive tent just to bring in some of the immigrants, just to put them in tents, because they've ran out of places. And I'm here in Jersey, and basically, housing right now is zero. There's no housing because of the influx of the different migrants coming from different countries. I would say this, though. Sometimes the Haitians going to different countries got to be very careful. Because I have a couple of Haitians that I applied for to come to the United States, and one of them right now is in Mexico and Reynosa, which is a very, very, very bad place. The gang violence there is just as bad as in Haiti, with the cartels fighting over territory. I mean, pretty much you have to kind of stay in your house just not to get caught up into some type of stray bullet, what have you. And it's sad that, you know, what they have to realize is sometimes this old saying we have, you jump out the frying pan to the fire. And sometimes you think, you know, the grass is green on the other side, when all actuality is not. Because those countries that a lot of the Haitians are trying to get to, Nicaragua and Mexico, etc., they have the same type of problems that Haiti have. In fact, their citizens are trying to come to the United States. They don't want to be in their own country. So that's something that I think they really need to take a look at. I mean, it may be a quicker way to get to the United States by going to Nicaragua or Mexico, but those areas are definitely not safe. What I will say relative to Haiti is that I think they need to take a page. The citizens of Haiti, the people who live in Haiti, need to take a page out of the captain from the African country of Niger, where he just kicked out the French, overtook the government that was there that wasn't doing nothing for the people, took back all the resources, redistributed those resources to the people, and now the people in the country is doing very well. So my point is, I think the Haitians need to band together and get that freaking government they got in there out and put a government in there that's going to do something positive for the people. Because, you know, maybe about 2 or 3 weeks ago, I know this for a fact because I have some friends in Kenya. Kenya was willing to send soldiers into Haiti to stabilize that, to get control and gain control. But the government wasn't for that. The government currently there wasn't for that. So I think sometimes the best situation is for the Haitians to be right there in Haiti and take control of their own country. They have the resources. They have a beautiful country. They have the raw materials to sustain themselves. They have the farmland to grow the rice and the different vegetables and things of that nature. I think what has to happen is there has to be a collective unification of African countries as well as Black Caribbean countries to come together, to come to Haiti's aid and say, listen, either the government get out where you can get a viable, functional government there, or the people need to just take a stance and do something by way of removing the government, just like the guy did in Niger in Africa. And you're starting to see that throughout Africa right now. A lot of the African countries are kicking the French out. They don't want the French there no more. They're tired of being exploited. They're tired of the French taking their resources. They're tired of the French just giving them peanuts while their people are suffering. So there need to be a page taken out of what's going on in Africa right now. And the Haitians need to do that same thing, because as the old saying goes, you either stand for something or fall for everything. And right now, I don't think the solution is trying to run to different countries where where the Haitians have a beautiful country and the resources are right there. They need to take that stand and make that fight, just like the gentlemen made the fight for their independence years and years ago. So, you know, that's my take on it. I mean, I think right now with the migration of all countries, not just Haiti, but like I said, Cuba, Nicaragua, is putting a strain on the resources of other countries. And yet I think the Haitians would do better just staying right there in their own country and getting rid of that government, because I've been to Haiti several times and it's a beautiful country.
Well, Mr. Robert, it's difficult to tell a Haitian person to stay home and fight to overturn the current. That's really, really difficult, because a lot of Haitian people feel defeated as it is, and they have been fighting and fighting for a long time. And some seem to feel like the only way out of this alive is to hit the road, is to head out in search of a life elsewhere in hopes that they can come back and deliver those that are left behind. These people, guys, to remind you all that now have been stopped on flights. Many of those people, some have borrowed money. Some of the money have came from many of you guys that sunk money to them, and they do not know if they're going to get that money back. And some people, when it's time to travel, they sell everything. Anou pabli e moun ki vend tout bagay ke yo posede pou yo soti nan peyi ya. Paske yo gen pitit, yo gen madame, yo gen sesi, se lot bo. They have a wife, they have a child. And some people is like, I'm not leaving my wife, I'm not leaving my daughter. So if I'm going to seek CAT, what is it, Convention Against Torture, because that's what a lot of Haitians are seeking once they get there, in hopes of getting political asylum or Convention Against Torture, some type of relief which will help them to stay in the U.S. They basically sell everything that they have in hopes to be able to stay. So now that flights have been canceled, now they're wanting, these people are like stuck now. Imagine you've sold everything you own in search of a better life. You know, when you mentioned, because Philly Dom have been covering the migrant issues that's in New York a lot. So if you guys want to know more about that, check out Philly, guys. And you see a lot of comments in reference to the migrants coming over. And you are right. I think either you or Stallion mentioned how with Nicaragua opening their doors like that, you have all sorts of people coming through there. It is not just Haitians. Why is it that it's the Haitian government that is stopping Haitians from taking flights? We have not heard of Venezuelans' government stopping them from taking flights to Nicaragua. We have not heard of Cuba stopping, because I don't think that's the airline position. That's just my opinion. I think that the airline's position is to make sure that it's not a terrorist or something on board, right? And it's not somebody that can compromise the safety of others or the country that they're going into or leaving out of. Why is it that the Haitian government completely stopped flights for the Haitian people? Why not let Nicaragua tell the Haitian people that they do not want them there and return them? Do you guys agree? My thing is, do you all, and I'll start with Stallion because you haven't said anything, since all of us will take turns to talk. But do you guys agree with the decision that our prime minister have taken against the Haitian people? Do you think that there was consideration for the Haitian people? Because we have to be a realist that there are things which is happening in Haiti that makes people's life unbearable based on what neighborhood they're coming out of. Do you think that the prime minister made a good decision to stop flight from Haiti to Nicaragua?
You want batter up for me?
Yes, you're up.
Yeah. No, I don't. No, I don't think it was in the best. It was the best interest for himself or people at the top. That's my personal opinion. I again, you know, well, you kind of said it. You know, these other countries aren't prohibiting their citizens from getting on a plane going to another country. So, you know, if they're not doing it, why is the prime minister doing it with the Haitians? So, you know, I think it was either one or two things or both. Either he was getting threatened by the U.S. and or was being given some money or something, some sort of promise that he or others at the top would benefit by. Because really, if you think about it, why wouldn't he? Because if he's able to depopulate the country of people that need to go to another country, it's really in his best interest to let that happen. If he was sitting at the top, that's less people he has to worry about. I mean, and those people could come to the United States or wherever they go to and send money back to their family. So it would be, from that standpoint, it would be in his best interest to let, to get as many people out as he can, hoping that there's going to be money coming back on the back end.
I agree there. So, Kiskea, what do you think that our PM there that he made a good decision to stop flights?
Okay, so for me, I have not looked into all the details in his statement as to his reasons.
He did not give a reason.
Okay, so if he didn't give a reason, then you have to at least give a public statement for why you stopping the people from flying. What is the purpose? What is there any harm? Are they harming the Nicaraguan government? Like, for example, if the Nicaraguan government is sending out a warning to Haiti saying that the citizens are causing havoc in Nicaragua, they're destroying Nicaragua or they're endangering the lives of the citizens there, then it will make sense that Haiti then has to stop them from going. But if there's a humanitarian crisis in Haiti and those individuals' lives are in danger and they have to leave, and I mean, taking a flight, I mean, as high as that price may be, I think that's the safest ground. That's the safest route. At least in my opinion, that's the safest route you can take to another country. Okay, so I mean, that's pretty harsh. I mean, at least I would think that he would give a reason for stopping the people, because a lot of them, they're in gang territories, as you said. They're just looking for better. And to make a statement, I think Roberts was saying the Haitians should stay in their country and try to make things better. But when you're in this situation, like many of them call it hell, when you in hell, like you just trying to find the safest place to take a deep breath. And I don't think that Haitians are willingly wanting to leave, because Haitians have a pride about their country, about our country. We have a sense of desire to see our country get better. And so a lot of the people that are leaving, many times, they're leaving because they don't see any other way but to do that. So, but I think that's a pretty harsh decision by him without giving a justifiable reason for stopping them.
Mr. Robert?
No, I agree with everybody else. I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, unless he given a reason as to why he's stopping the flights, to me, that's just not right. It's a travesty, really, because I mean, people are trying to make a better way for themselves. However, it probably, like the gentleman earlier said, it may have something to do with the United States patting somebody's pockets or stepping in and saying, listen, stop this, stop that. But it's definitely not right. It shouldn't happen. And those people should be able to travel. I mean, they still have passports. They're still free citizens. I mean, if Nicaragua wants to take them, then why not let them go?
My thing is, why pressure directly Haitians? Why is it that it is, let's just say, out of the Caribbeans, you hear more of Haitians, but you have the Venezuelans, you have Nicaraguans themselves who's taking that route, you have Cubans. Why is the pressure pointed directly towards Haitians?
Well, you should be able to answer that question yourself. Just look at the color of your skin. That's plain and simple.
Stallion, what do you think? Do you think why exactly Haitians is being pressured? Ou qui ça c'est Haïtien simplement y a bay pression ça?
Well, it's probably because the U.S. have more control. They, keep in mind now, there's people coming in from different countries around the world into Nicaragua. It's not just Haitians, okay? But my feeling is that the United States has more control over Haiti because it's in this part of the world versus telling a country over in Africa or Asia or somewhere else where they're coming in from to dictate to policy coming in, because they don't have a lot of control in some of these other countries around the world. That's the only thing I could think of, because there's no reason why he should be stopping flights abruptly like that. That makes no logical sense to me.
Mm-hmm. Well, don't forget, I did mention that you have Venezuela. Venezuela is also close on this side. Cuba is on this side. Nicaraguans are right here on this side. Okay, so right. So,
but think about it. United States they don't have any control over them. I mean, the Nicaragua, I know that for a fact because I talked to my friend there, all the time. Venezuela, we already know what the situation is there, and Cuba's always had an anti-American standpoint with Castro. So what's left out of the four?
I'm not going to even say what I want to say. So if you guys want to say it, you can. But I'm going to not say it. I'm going to go into the audience, guys. Queens, thank you for reminding me about the muted mic. How's it going? Arlene, Danny Saint, Fernand. How's it going, Fernand? Robert Sims. Hi, Marie. Queen says they will Haiti alone, but I don't blame them since the DR is making things harder for Haitians. I mean, it seems that things are getting harder and harder for Haitians. As you mentioned that things are getting harder for Haitians with the passports, which says CC, which is CARICOM passport, should be able to travel all over the CARICOM, the Caribbean, right? And on this last meeting that the CARICOM had, Haiti was specifically removed. Many Haitians removed. And if I'm not mistaken, you guys can correct me if I'm wrong, at the request of our prime minister, that they requested that, countries removed receiving Haitians without a visa. So at times you ask yourself, is there a bigger plan for us that is living in Haiti? Is there something that is completely and directed solely towards the Haitian people? Because when you have that CARICOM passport, which even when the Joe Biden program started, it created somewhat of an issue because the U.S. didn't even have it registered where the CARICOM passport was acknowledged as a passport. So they needed to fix that because a lot of the people that was filing for family members, we had the new passport. Why is it that we are part of the CARICOM and cannot travel freely in the Caribbean when almost every country that its citizens have the CARICOM passport, they are allowed to do so? So this is what I really, that's what I have a problem with. This is what can make you really passionate about the fight. Because that's why I said we have to educate our people, because you start seeing and understanding that there is a lot of rules which are made and it is directed towards the Haitian people. Others can come into our country without a visa, but we cannot go into their country without a visa when we hold a passport with the same sign that their visa says. That's something else, because it's like Nicaraguan is the only one that's left with it. And of course, I think you got, is it Korea? You have some other places too, but for the most part, Haitians cannot travel with their CARICOM passport as freely as they should be able to. And we don't have anybody that's speaking for us also on that. And it seems that our leaders quickly make decisions against the Haitian people instead of for the Haitian people.
And that's why they need to go. Plain and simple.
They will leave, but Robert Sims says, unfortunately, the Biden program has slowed to almost a stop here in the United States. I'm still waiting on 2 people I applied for. I think you just have to wait as long as, well, with one of the things the Biden program promised was that they were not accepting people at the border, and this is why they opened this program. But with the mass migration, probably immigration in the States is receiving, that's probably a reason why people like yourself and many others that are waiting on the Biden approval, it has made it harder because they have had to divert their attention to the mass illegal migration that's coming in. And it's not saying that I'm against people traveling for a better life. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that could very well be a reason, because you know the U.S. is all about protecting its territory, and by right, you know, you can't take that away from them. Oni, how's it going? What a situation. Nasty. You wanted to see Jovenel pa ale nap mouri. Nap mouri yo. Nou te ple wè Jovenel ale, men nap mouri. Thank you, guys. I gave a shout out to my super chats. Queen says, please, Sister Marie, do not invite. Hold on a second, guys. Stitching Good says, goodness, this is not the time to travel. No way, not. Hold on, guys. People are coming from other countries. Haitians are disliked by so many. Why is that so? Why is that so, guys? Because it seems that the minute Haitians start taking a route, it becomes headline news that there is a problem. Why do you guys think that Haitians are disliked by so many? Kiskea, you can start. We'll go.
Listen, I'm gonna pass on this because I do have an opinion, but since I'm a Haitian, I think I want the others to give their thoughts on what their observation is as to why, because maybe my take could be biased.
All right, we'll get you last. You might need to hear what everybody else have to say. Mr. Robert, you could go.
Well, I mean, I don't think it's necessary just Haitians are disliked. I think people of color of the world are disliked. And I think when you have situations such as the one that Haiti's in terms of being a poor country and not having, you know, the things that some other countries have, there's even more of a dislike because, you know, people say, well, we don't want that in our backyard. You see that happening throughout the African countries. I mean, you see that happening here in the United States in some of the poor Black communities, you know, where those communities are, you know, faced with, you know, discrimination and, you know, people disliking them. But I will say this, I think sometimes we're our own worst enemy. You know, it's enough people of color in the world to make sure that we all take care of each other. And that's not happening. And unfortunately, we've been divided so much that, you know, we can't get a handle on things to be able to sustain ourselves. But I mean, I don't think it's just a Haitian type of thing. I think it's just a color type of thing, because I've traveled in different countries. I've been in Europe, and just, I mean, I go to Europe and I have resources, and I'm spending money, and yet they still look down their nose at you, and they still give you a certain treatment, a certain distasteful treatment. So I don't think it's necessarily just Haitians. I think it's just Black people and people of color throughout the world.
Stallion?
Okay, let's qualify the question. Are we saying Americans, or are we just saying everybody around the world? How we make that statement?
Question here: Haitians are disliked by so many. Why is that so?
Okay. Well, I mean, I'm going to interpret that as being Americans. And I really believe, I don't think, I think it's more than that. I think it's economics. Let's just take an example here. I have connections in Ghana. Okay. Mm-hmm. Ghana's an English speaking country. And I know, many, many, many Guyanians here where I'm at, have close relationships and so forth. When they come, they can speak and write English. It's easier for them to simulate, and Nigerians too, and Liberians. It's easier to simulate here than it would be somebody coming from Haiti, because if they haven't learned English, they know Creole and French. So I think, from an economic standpoint, it's going to be harder to simulate in here, and that there's a perception of because of that. Yeah, I just, I think it's more economics. If there's any kind of looking down or anything like that, because and I get stuff from the Guyanian community here. They simulate at some point in here. But again, it's a communication. It's just like when people come from Spanish speaking countries. It's hard for them to simulate unless they know English. But let's just talk about Haitians just for a minute. If they come into the country, okay, unless they know how to speak Spanish or English, it's going to be a harder road to toe. It's going to be even harder than other people from other countries. Because if you got somebody from Venezuela, for example, coming here, and there's tons of them in Chicago and New York, we already know there's an overflow there of Venezuelans. There's people that got businesses here all through the United States that speak Spanish. I got various restaurants I go to eat, that are Mexican. They speak Spanish just like Venezuelans. Might be a dialect difference, but, they can get employment or work as a contractor. The question would be is how many Haitian-owned businesses are there here to absorb somebody that cannot speak English or Spanish? So I almost look at it as from an economic standpoint personally, but that's just my opinion.
Would you like to say something after hearing what everyone had to say? Kiskea.
Yes. Man, that's a tough question, because I mean, you can look at it from a political standpoint, going back to the time of the revolution. Of course, Haiti was sanctioned, annexed from trades being embargoed, and of course, being indebted to France for a very long time, a lot of money that Haiti had to pay. And you had, U.S. occupation. Just looking at it from a political standpoint, I mean, Haiti has been in an uphill battle just politically. And so, I mean, once again, as much as I'm tempted to look at it just from the idea of the color of the skin, once again, just look at it from a humanitarian standpoint, from a political standpoint. Haiti has been at war for a very long time. And of course, we have not been in a position to breathe and to be able to make a name for ourselves, to be able to show the world what we're able to do. And so I think that once we're able to establish a better system, then we're going to see a big difference. But as far as Haiti not being liked by so many, I mean, once again, I don't think it's just the idea of being black. I just think that um, the world has to be awakened within their consciousness to understand how to be treated humanely. And so um, the world has to, and I think it was, what was his name? There was a political leader, a black political leader in America that spoke of, I think it was Frederick Douglass. Frederick Douglass spoke of the Haitian Revolution and spoke of the fact that the world slept over slavery. He said that until Haiti gained its independence, the world slept over slavery. You know, we awakened the consciousness of the world to the idea that we can be a free nation, you know. And so once again, if you were to go to any other country that's not black, and you see how they're being treated, um, you wouldn't necessarily say, okay, because this person is white, they're being treated like that. I think like we have to look at it like, listen, every single human being deserves to be in a better position. Yes, of course, blacks predominantly get treated unfairly. As to the root of that, I mean, I can't, I mean, man, it's just deep. It's just deep because we have to look at the evil of it, right? If you had a child, regardless of their skin, if you had a child, how would you want your child to be treated? You see? And so as much as I was trying to avoid going into the black and white situation,
but you can't avoid the black and white situation. You can't avoid it.
Definitely.
because at the end of the day, whether it's geopolitical, whether it's economic, it's all about your color of your skin. Period.
Absolutely.
Point blank.
Listen,
you can't get around.
Yeah,
and that's the problem. That's the problem. That's the problem with us as a people. We got to stop sugarcoating shit. Call it what it is. It is what it is. People experience harsh treatments, inhumane treatments, oppression because of the color of their skin. Period. It's just that simple. It ain't about, I mean, yeah, it's about economics, but then the question has to be asked, well, why is it about economics? What's the root cause of the economic situation? What's the root cause of the political situation? It all goes back to the basic foundation of the color of your skin, period.
After hearing all of you guys, when I saw that question, good question, my sister, my first thought was the audacity of Haiti to open people's eyes to freedom, especially black people. That was the economy. We messed over their economy. So yes, money is part of the problem, but my first thought is this is the issue that the world have with Haiti, because the powers that controls still have a problem with the Haitian people because of the freedom that we so-called announced that we had from 1804. That we just now, they have allowed us to have a freedom of speech, but we do not have freedom. And they continue to enslave us within our country, even mentally. They've enslaved us in growth within our country. They've enslaved us in many ways. That is the problem. If you ask me, what is the problem that many people have with Haitian people? People don't want to hear it. Yes, we are a black nation, but the root of it is we are a black nation that led slavery, that fought and won our freedom out of slavery. And since then, you mentioned Quisqueya, it has been a problem. So whenever they see the Haitian people coming, it reminds them of the same ones that, and all the rules, it's always okay to manipulate our own against us. And it's so cool that now they just sit up and laugh at us because they don't even have to use themselves. Now they got the house niggas. That's what we call them, right?
It's on autopilot.
They just get them to do the work against its own people. And that is what we are seeing. That's the problem. Because why is it that the Venezuelans can stand up for their people and say, I don't control people. People have money. They can buy their ticket and go wherever they want to go. Cuba, whatever personal thing I got going on, I'm into politics. If people choose to travel, they have the money. I'm not going to stop it. We need people that can stand up for the Haitian people as well.
Exactly.
We need to be able to differentiate certain things and to say, I'm not going to do that because the people of Haiti have a right to travel to go wherever they want to go. Now, if they pull up in your country and they are illegal, now you have a right to return them. And it's my position to accept them because they are a Haitian citizen. It is wrong to do the Haitian people like that, because what our leaders have to come to a conclusion with is that certain neighborhoods people cannot live. Yes, I know that you living in the U.S., you've seen all these immigrants migrating into your neighborhood. It can be a discomfort because you got all these new neighbors. You don't know where they're coming from. You don't know what they coming to do. But there are a lot of good Haitians that are traveling. People don't put out so much money if they're not going somewhere to accomplish something. Because when you look at, yours truly mentioned the price of the Nicaraguan ticket is astronomical, right? And when you read about what's going on in Nicaragua, why is it that a ticket to a country that faces the same issues as Haiti, that the ticket is that expensive? That's another thing.
Exploitation. Mm-hmm. Exploitation.
Not one time have we heard the government acknowledge the problem in Haiti that's on the ground and acknowledge that if some of its people can afford or want to leave, that they should be able to. But look into some of the treatments which the Haitian people get. The treatment Haitian people get in the Dominican Republic. Some of the high prices that are set for the Haitian people. When the minute the Haitian people want to get an escape, we do not have anybody controlling things for the Haitian people. And that is why I will, to the day I leave this earth, say we need to continue to push education. We need to educate the Haitian people of who they are, the youth. They need to know who they are. That way, when you know who you are, and then you need to know your enemy, because you don't go into a gunfight with a knife, and you need to have a strategy based on who you're going to fight against. And now it's like we don't have a strategy. We're just fighting to survive, and people give us anything.
Well, that's part of the situation. What they want to do is they want you to struggle so that you don't have that momentary pause to gather your thoughts to fight back, to come together on a collective basis to push that government out. They want to keep little things going on. They want to keep you distracted, and that's the whole game plan. If we keep them distracted, if we keep things going on, then they won't see the big picture of what we're trying to do, and that's unfortunate. But that's how the game is being played right now.
But also it goes back to one of the things I had shared earlier, which is the survivalist mentality. Because if you're hungry, you're only trying to feed yourself for that day. And if you only have enough to feed yourself for one day, your next thought is, how can I feed myself tomorrow? And so it's hard to have a long-term goal when all you're thinking about is survival. And so I think that's where Haitians, us ourselves, we have to become cognizant to strengthening one another, to be able for that, so that we can be sustained, so that we can have strength our morale can be strengthened so that we're able to look beyond and how we're able to fight and overcome the struggles that we face. Because the self-hatred is also another thing as well, you know, not wanting to see your brother succeed. Like I said, I've been here in Haiti, and I've been able to have different conversations with individuals that had enterprises. And what they will tell me is that their own brothers, because they have a level of success, want to tear down the business because for some reason there is a level of self-hatred that others don't want to see you grow. And I think that
hold on, my brother. Hold on. That's another show. Because we know that we have where us Black people, we just can't get along. We know that that's prevalent. We know, okay? But for today, we want to stay on that pro-Black side more as what we're fighting against each other. Because I'm not taking away what you are saying. But today what we're saying is, when we do decide, it's the same thing with the canal and the Dominican Republic. What they're doing is using all our past against us, such as they did with Floyd, when Floyd was killed in the streets in the US, right? They bring up everything Floyd had done in his life to make it okay for them to do him the way that they did. So the thing is now, because we can't get along, it's okay for the Dominican Republic to sit up and make these laws that are clearly unfair towards Haitians. It's okay for them to be somewhat abusive, not to all Haitians, to some Haitians. It's okay for them to set rules because of who Haitians are and because of who our past is. No. Today, we're not going to make excuses. What we want is for our leaders to now, why don't we learn from other people? Why we can't learn from others? Because even though somebody's a bad person, may not be everything is bad about them. One of the things I can say is that Venezuelans, they have a backbone. Even Nicaraguans have a backbone because they're the ones allowing it to happen. Why we can't stand up for our people and acknowledge that there is a problem?
Because you got a weak government that is a puppet government that's being controlled by outside resources, and they're only in it for themselves. And as I said earlier, the Haitian people need to take a page out of the African country of Niger. What that captain did, he kicked the French out, he kicked the reigning government out, and he gave the resources back to the people. And even within his own set, within his own military, when they try to do a coup to try to take him out, he took them out. And he took them out because he had the power of the people on his side, because the people understood that he was for them. That's the only way you're going to effectuate change, is if you have someone say, listen, the government got to go, and this is what needs to be done to get the government out there. Because as long as you have the government in Haiti in place right now, and it's being controlled by outside forces, it's going to continually be chaos from now until the end of time.
And that's what we need. We need to stop focusing on the issues we have with each other, and for once stand up for las unions c'est la force. Unity is force. It's like everything the Haitian people sometimes do and represent, and this is something I hate. I highly dislike, because for me as a woman, I like to be a woman of my word. And when a person is not a person of their word, that it irritates me. I don't even want to be your friend. I don't want to be around you. And I feel that we just do everything for word. We celebrate Flag Day for word. We're not putting that love and passion behind it. We're just doing things for words. Or we're supposed to, but when do we start actually doing that?
Exactly.
When do we start?
When you get that government out of there and put somebody that's going to be for the people, by the people.
Marie Exhibio says, good evening, Marie. Good evening. So let's go through the comments. Why Haitians don't migrate to Africa or Europeans? Genio, have you been listening? So if we're saying there's an issue in Haiti, I can guarantee you some parts of Africa may be advanced or well, let's say more modernized than Haiti, but most likely, being that it's a black nation, it is facing similar situations. Stallion, he goes to Ghana all the time. In some of the videos he has shared in Ghana, I honestly thought I've been there. It looked just like Haiti. You could not really tell the difference. It was like identical, unless you really zoom in to see and differentiate. So to me, black nations, we face a lot of similar issues. So maybe that is why. And then keep in mind, why would I pass up America? This is just my realistic side, Genio. Why pass up America, the number one country in the world, to go walk to Africa? Where they do that at? Do you guys agree? Why cross oceans and oceans when I could just, Haitians have hit the water and reach right there to the States? So most likely people are going to get the closest deliverance, you know, and America is what's closest to us. Things.
I was just going to add also, the world has been prejudiced against Africa as well. And so many times you have a lot of Haitians who may have a false concept of what Africa is, you know? And so I think that's part of the re-education and having a sense of pride about who we are as a global, you know, black people. We have to raise our vibration towards one another, and also we have to raise our image of ourselves, and that we can thrive as a nation, as a people, no matter where we are. And so I think that many times people think they can only succeed in the US or going to Europe or Canada. But the reality is Africa is amazing. It is beautiful. And
beautiful.
I mean, I have not been to Africa yet, but I'm thrilled to be able to potentially go, you know, sometimes in the near future. But I've seen so many videos of beautiful places. And I mean, the economies there, you know, there are a lot of countries that are thriving as well. So
yeah, let me interject and say this. There are 55 African countries, and a lot of them are doing fantastically well. Your GDP is phenomenal. You mentioned Ghana. Yeah, there's some parts of Ghana that may look like Haiti, but for the most part, Ghana is one of the top countries in Africa whose GDP is thriving. Something that a lot of people don't know because of the propaganda that's been put out about Africa, i.e. calling it a shithole, is that Africa have a lot of beautiful cities, have a lot of beautiful opportunities, have a lot of resources. And a lot of the presidents of African countries have actually changed their constitution to say if you're a black or brown person living in the Caribbean or America, you don't even have to apply for citizenship. You are automatically a citizen. So that's something that I think people need to look at very closely. In fact, there are a lot of black Americans actually moving to Africa. I mean, literally picking up and going to Africa because of the resources that are there and because of the opportunities. Now, granted, those African Americans who are going to those countries, they have the means to do it. But there's opportunity there. It's just that we just can't turn a blind eye to Africa, and we can't keep listening to the propaganda that's being put out by different people. The propaganda is put out by folks because they want to keep you away from Africa. They don't want you to migrate back. They don't want Africans who are educated to go back, who have business minds, who have resources, because I mean, the main thing is, the Dutch, the French, and the Portuguese, and the Germans, and the Jews, they all want to keep control of Africa. And one of the things I like the most right now about a lot of the African presidents, they are really dealing very harshly with the French. they are dealing very harshly with the French. And a lot of these countries, African countries, are telling the French, listen, you got to pack up and you got to go and take your prime minister with you, take your liaison with you, because we don't even want them here. So I think we got to look at, I mean, I think Africa is a very viable place to look at. I mean, yeah, it's going to be a little tough there, but at the end of the day, I mean, it's a beautiful country. I mean, so don't sell Africa short. In fact, I'm going in probably December or January. I got a 3-country trip, and I may be doing something myself there soon. So yeah, Africa has a lot to offer for Black folks.
Awesome. Rob Albank says, "Sac passe Marie non forme." Hi, Rob. How's it going? Nini says, "No poor by any means." Yes, we are not poor. We're not poor. We have been improvised. Know the difference. William Folk says, "Hey, sis. Hello, my brother. How's it going?" Hi, sis. Hi, sis. Go boy, hold on a second. So guys, if you guys are watching and you're new to the channel, please hit the subscribe button, please share, and don't forget to please hit the like button, guys. So show your support as you are watching. Raphael says, dude, they are not staying in Nicaragua. Believe me, we know that, and that seems to be the problem. We came to a conclusion that had to be what the issue is, because if they were staying in Nicaragua, I don't think there will be a reason to pressure them to stop the flights, because I don't think Nicaragua have the capacity to keep all of the Haitian people, knowing, especially with hearing the things which is happening within their own country. The Bronx, sir, stitching goods, we are full. And guys, don't forget to check out Kiskea, that's on the live with us. He is also a Haitian YouTuber, guys, and we've shared his link here. So please, guys, stop by his channel and give him a subscription. Maxine says it's the difference with Niger kicking the French out and outside governments invading Haiti. Very well. Born Power says, yes, Haiti needs a Haitian leader solution. No foreign troops. Nancy Pierre Lewis, been a member for 4 months. Thank you so much, my sister. And thank you to each and everyone who are members of Life in Haiti. I just want to tell you guys, thank you all so much. Africa to Diaspora says, are the Haitian people on the ground open to getting help from the Haitian diaspora? I want to say, as we speak on this situation, on flights being stopped, a lot of money right now lingering in the air, 90% of that money is Haitian diaspora's money. Haitian diasporas are the one that continue to keep the Haitian economy going, what little it is going. So to say that Haitian diasporas don't help Haiti, I want to say that's a lie. Because if they are not willing to come, if you guys are not willing to come into Haiti physically, you guys continue to invest so much into Haiti. So that I will not take away from the Haitian diasporans. What? Nazi Kenya cannot face Boko in Africa. I don't get that at all. All right. Eddie says the U.S. pressured Haiti to stop flights. We believe that. Razor Rays, how's it going? Thank you for joining me live. Thank you for joining me. And guys, Razor is another YouTuber. If you enjoy entertainment, hype, please check out my brother's channel. He brings on the entertainment, okay? I was just watching, you did a 12-hour live. I'm like, God, I don't know if I can do that. That's a lot. But your peoples were still on there rocking with you, Razor. And I thank you guys. Thank you for stopping by and spending some time with me here on live. You guys check out Raise to Raise channel, and don't forget, guys, give him that subscription. Born Power 200 say the current Haitian government, including the PM, is unelected and work for the interests of the international community, not Haiti. They do not speak for the average Haitians. Rob said, I thought Haiti got a new prime minister. Exactly. I believe it's because they don't want Haiti or its people to flourish. At a meeting, we are one says, hello, panel, peace with you. Follow the money. The government of Haiti is corrupt. Eddie Jean says, Americans already deported 2,600 Venezuelans last month from the border. And I would like to get a number of that in comparisons to the Haitians. And I know everybody, I mean, other cultures get deported also, guys. Malulu Jean, thank you so much for becoming a new member of Life in Haiti. Thank you so much. Hi, everyone. Hello. Hold on. Recognize diplomatic in China. Sophia says Haitians are disliked because it's hard for them to adapt to a new culture and rules. They are not used to being governed, organized, and follow rules. They need to understand that all immigrants are treated bad. I don't agree with that. I do not agree with that. Now, I do want to say that a lot of Haitians are stuck in their ways. On dit ça en créole, que yo pa reme Haitien parce que li difficile pour nous adapter là nous rive un côté. Nous pa reme pour nous tendre, nous pa organiser, nous pa suivre loi. Qui pa ça moi m'pa prendre pour Haitien. I don't want to believe that, guys. You know why? Being raised in the U.S. myself, I didn't think there were really bad Haitians. I would be amazed watching the news because the Haitians that I was raised around in Houston, Texas, were very strict people. They were not rich in money, but they were morally rich. So to say that Haitians don't follow rules, I don't agree with that. I believe that Haitians don't follow rules within their own country, but it is so much quicker for them to adapt in a place which is governed and have rules set in place. In the United States, at least how I was raised, and I went to the United States early 90s, where in Houston, Texas, there was not a huge community of Haitians. And the Haitians there, like us, the young generations, we ended up getting in trouble and doing things. But the older generations, I had never heard of a Haitian being deported. I don't know if you guys are familiar with the Haitian community in Houston, Texas. I had never heard of a Haitian person committing a crime. You know, if a Haitian person had a ticket, they were quick to pay it. Haitian people are hardworking people. And where there is a government, they're the first to follow the rules. Like, I count that to my own parents. So people have had different experiences. This is not the channel to really bash Haitian people. And I think highly of Haitian people, especially the diasporas. I don't see that to describe our people, in my opinion. Stallion, you've been quiet. What do you think? Do you think that when Haitians go into another country, it's difficult for them to adapt and follow rules?
No, just like anybody else, anybody around the world, no matter what country, can adapt. You know, I think it's a language barrier. And I'm going to take another stab about the economic, when I made comment earlier. I'll give you another example. Here in my city, we have a lot of Somalians, okay? Somalians don't speak English, right? We got the second largest concentration of Somalians in the United States, next to Minneapolis. There's a lot of them, their English is almost, it just doesn't exist with some of the older ones, especially. But here they have a lot of businesses. They have a lot of home health care agencies. There's some restaurants and so forth. and they're able to contribute, to the economy, and they're working because they're working at some of these businesses that are owned and run by Somalians. So it goes back to what I was saying earlier, that, the perception is there, with some that look at and say, well, okay, there might be a perception of Haitians for a certain reason, but if there were more businesses that were operated by Haitians that live here in the United States that could speak Creole, they could employ those individuals and absorb them into a business, whether it's contracting, a restaurant, whatever it may be. I think there would be less of an impact and negativity of how people perceive them.
But there again, that Somali community that you mentioned, that's fine. But you got to look at, that's probably second, third generation Somali. So they're established. But what I'm sure when they first came over here, as did most immigrants who had nothing, they need to get themselves up off the ground. So you can't hit the ground running if you're just getting here. I'm sure the Somalians didn't just hit the ground running. They didn't come over here with a ton of money and start businesses. They came over here dribs and drabs until they can get enough people. And then over time, a couple generations down the road, yeah, now they got some business. Now they're able to absorb the people coming over here, and they're able to provide jobs. But they didn't have that initially. I'm sure no immigrant does that.
Wow. Decisive Origin says, I did mean did they even get refund? I will keep you guys updated, because as of right now, no, they did not receive a refund, and people are still confused as to what's happening. And I can guarantee you there are probably more people that are supposed to be leaving and heading to Nicaragua, and that will be going to the airport to find out what is happening with their flight. And I think that is not the airline's job or position to dictate who can and can't travel, or to say that if you have a ticket, you can't get on the plane when you haven't done anything to revoke that right. Because everyone in Haiti should have a right to travel just as everyone else. And really, since the government doesn't build manufacturing, what is the purpose of forcing people to stay? It's like they're trying to make examples out of Haiti.
Well, something that's funny, Maria. As far as refunding those tickets for those flights, I wouldn't be surprised if the government wasn't getting all that money from the airlines. I mean, because they know those folks paid a lot of money to go to Nicaragua. You said some tickets cost $1,000, $2,000. I mean, the airlines, I'm sure they're U.S. airlines. They're not allowed to keep money on the books like that without it being utilized in some type of way, as far as a refund or what have you. And I'm sure somebody got the refund. It may not be the people, but somebody in Haiti got the refund money.
Well, I tell you what, one thing about Haitian people, they don't really play about their money. They gonna go bad and go Rihanna. Somebody better have their money. I know. But we all gonna be hearing about somebody didn't get paid, okay? Because they don't play that. Haitian people, I'm telling you, these people here, pay them their money and get them away. You hear me? Because it's going to be a problem in the world. Gonna hear about it. We laughing, but it ain't going to be funny. Because I'm telling you.
You're gonna have no more American Airlines flights to Haiti.
You already got Haitian people like, man, I ain't got my money on site. I'm telling you, I'm gonna go bad because ain't no negotiation. I done already sold my house. I done sold everything I own. I need my money ASAP, And we're laughing at it, but when people are struggling, guys, don't judge. Do not.
I know. they fight you $5, man. I tell you.
They be tripping over $5. You talk about $3, $4, $10,000 US. I make a TikTok about this. I already know they getting up, dressed, look at. I better have my money. Jesus Christ. These people, man, Lord be with us for real.
Mm-hmm.
Self-hate is why leaders can't stand up to their people.
Hey, you turn the news on, you see what American Airlines on fire.
These people better give these Haitian people their money back. Lord, I'm telling you, everybody gonna know about this.
They had the pilot sitting on the tarmac saying, "What's going on?"
They already know how these Haitian people move. I don't know why they doing things to like and crank them up because man, these people are on the edge and they are.
Hey, the pilot about to land. He said, "We diverting."
Jesus Christ. Thank you so much, Danny, for the $5 super chat. Thank you so much for the $5 super chat. Thank you guys so much. Son Lee, JS, Kai, Jeffrey Pierre, Joseph, Decisive, Eddie, yours truly. Everyone should tell B, the government we have in place right now doesn't have the capacity to stand up for the people. Ernest Seal says, remember Africa backed by Russia. Haiti needs to be supported by the superpowers. Make decisions. I just want to say thank you all so much. Any last word, guys, before we go? I've held you all here an hour and 45 minutes. Any last words before you go? Start off with Kiskea.
Well, first and foremost, Miss Marie, thank you for allowing me your space, Life in Haiti. And thank you to all the supporters of Life in Haiti as well, to be able to allow this show to be able to go on. My last words is that we all need to support Haiti, diaspora, Haitian diasporas, support Haiti in the way that you can. I give my support by even coming to Haiti to help locals, either it be farmers or any other individual that may have small projects to help to sustain them. We need to be practical, not just talking about helping Haiti or just sharing social media posts about helping Haiti, but find some credible sources who are on the grounds working and support those individuals as they support the people. And as a collective, we can do it and we can have a better future as a nation, and as well as to be able to make a global impact, because we are an intelligent nation. We have resources that can not only change Haiti for the better, but that can also change the world as well.
Awesome. I just want to tell you thank you. You have a blessed night, and I hope some of my peoples have already checked you out, my brother. You have a good night. Enjoy Cap Haitian.
Thank you very much. Good night.
Good night. Any last words, Mr. Robert?
No, I just said I'll be praying for the people of Haiti, and that things get better. And at the end of the day, things are only gonna get better if the people take charge and make things better. You either stand for something or fall for everything. And sometimes you gotta take matters into your own hand. In fact, change only comes about when people take a stand.
That's true. That's very true. Thank you so much, Mr. Robert. Thank you for joining me on the show. You have a blessed night. It was a pleasure.
You too. Take care.
Yes. Stallion, any last words before we go out?
No, it's a good subject. I wasn't aware of what the prime minister did by cutting flights off. That probably needs to be out there, in the news. I got to look on YouTube and see if I find any information on it. But yeah, that could be a game changer for a lot of people. So My suggestion would be to follow up on it and then probably do another live about it and see if we can get official response or dig and see if there's anything. But any of our accusations are true, I guess, that we're making about this whole situation.
Well, I can tell you that we're not making accusations, that this is truths. There's people that's really, really going through this process as we speak. It would not surprise me if we still have people, as this live is going on, that are at the airport trying to figure out what is happening and why it is happening. The report which was issued out, the Prime Minister did not give a reason and so forth. So we know that as of right now, all flights have been canceled from Nicaragua, from Haiti to Nicaragua. So I will be doing updates. I'll keep you guys updated on that. Thank you for joining me tonight, and it's always a pleasure to have you come on the panel.
All right. Thank you for glad to be here.
Yes, you have a good night.
All right.
Bye-bye. So, guys, I just want to thank you all so much. The thing is, no one is standing up for the Haitian people. Whether you like it or not, the Haitian people are out there searching for life. People are investing money. They're investing all their time and energy into traveling out of Haiti because they have a right to. People have a right to travel. And as you watch this live, you have a right to get up and go wherever your heart desire, especially, let's say, if you in America, wherever you at, if you can afford to do so. And for the people that are able to do so in Haiti, they should be allowed to do so. It is up to the country that they are going to have rules. Example, Dominican Republic have its rules. You have to have a visa. Once you have the visa, you legal 29 days, 30. After 30, you have to sign in. Then those are the rules that they are subjected to. If they're going to Nicaragua, they should have a right to go to Nicaragua. Once they get there, now they are under the Nicaraguan supervision, the Nicaraguan government supervision. And there, when they do what they are not supposed to do, then they can be returned back to Haiti or face due process there. I do not believe it is the fair thing to do is to prevent the Haitian people from traveling. Guys, make your voice heard. Share this live with others. Maybe one of you guys who are watching are really going through this situation with a family member. Maybe it's you that today face canceled flights to Nicaragua. It's another subject, guys, to say what the Haitian people are going to do when they get to Nicaragua. That's neither here nor there. I don't know, so I cannot say that this is what each and every Haitian intentions are once they get to Nicaragua. But what I do know is the Haitian people, we are free people, guys. And they should be allowed to travel anywhere in the world that they are able to afford to do so. So please share the live. I thank you all so much for watching the live. I thank you for the super chats. I thank you for the members gate. I thank you for the growth of this channel. And I encourage you to continue to be the change in which you want to see. Don't forget, guys, to follow me on TikTok, same name, Life in Haiti with Marie. Until next time, guys, you be kind to one another. Tell somebody you love them. And I'll see you guys soon. You guys have a blessed night.